symbol of success for alignment, the symbol of success for fulfilling your life's purpose, the symbol of success, every single thing that you're looking for, the symbol of it is in the emotional joy that you can manage and you can manage today. If we could convince you that it is that measurement that you are looking for and only that measurement that you are looking for, then you could find the success of all life today. In this one conversation, you could find it, and then all manifestations that you're looking for would flow in too. But you can't get the manifestation ahead of the understanding of alignment, you see. So often, when we first began to interact with our physical friends, we began talking about you are the creator of your own experience. These were the words that Jane Roberts was receiving from Seth. And Jerry and Esther had been reading those books. You are the creator of your own reality. Well, that was really intriguing to them. They loved the idea of that. Most people like the idea of it. It feels so much better to know that you are the creator of your reality than the powers that be being the creator of your own reality. It was so satisfying at first. And then large segments of those who were listening to us and to Seth began, at first, it sounded good to be the creator of your own experience, and then it sounded frightening. It sounded like responsibility. It sounded more difficult. And what Jerry took from that, his opening words to us, once he realized that he was in conscious contact with infinite intelligence flowing through Esther, his opening words to us, or nearly so, very close to his opening words were, Abraham, if I create my own reality, how is that so? And if my point of power is in the present, how is that so? How is that so? And we've spent close to 30 years clarifying that question for Jerry. How is it so? Because the laws of the universe, the law of attraction is like the law of gravity. It just is, whether you understand that it is or not. So when people say, I've been using the law of gravity, or I've been applying the law of gravity, they don't say that. When they say I've been using the law of attraction, or I've been applying the law of attraction, that's not accurate either, because what's happening is law of attraction is responding to your vibration. And if you're getting, in terms of manifestation, something different than you want, then it's our promise to you that you're getting, in terms of emotion, something different than you want too. And if you can take the manifestation out of it just for a little while and focus upon the emotional response that you're getting as you consciously play in this law of attraction game, then you'll figure it out. Then and only then will you figure it out. Because you've got to figure out what thoughts give you ease and what thoughts give you angst. You've got to figure out what thoughts let you float right into the next lock and which thoughts don't let you float into the next lock. You've got to figure out when what you want is here and what you believe is here. So in the beginning, we said things like, when you have a desire and you believe your desire, then there's no contradiction in your vibration, because what you believe and what you desire are one and the same. So you're offering one signal, and the universe has to deliver it to you. It's going to deliver to you the emotional response right now, and the manifestation is fast on the heels. When you want it and believe it, it is. Well, we want you to know that it vibrationally is already. But the manifestation lags behind, waiting for your belief to catch up with your desire. So for a while, we talked about belief and desire. Then we began talking about this energy in terms of vibration, because we acknowledge that if we cannot convince you that you are a vibrational being who has the power to offer a vibration through your focused thought, then you have no creative control over your experience. If you are like most people who are weighing the pros and the cons, the pluses and the minuses, talking about what you do want, noticing what you don't want, thinking about what you want but noticing the absence of it, then you keep your vibration in this point of attracting some of what you want to your vortex and much of the absence of it to your reality. And then, if you are like most people and you are observing your reality, then you're really leaning in direction of what is. Well, creation doesn't lean in the direction of what is. We call that regurgitation. Creation leans forward. Creation leans into the the not yet manifested, but the positive expectation. Creation is about optimism. It's about eagerness. It's about passion. It's about what could be, not about what is, you see. So for years, we've been looking for different analogies, offering endless blocks of thought to Esther. She's unraveled endless streams of thought and found endless words to try to help people to understand that creation is about emotion. Creation is about feeling the vibe of something. And mostly it's about being willing to disengage and disentangle and distract from the reality that is all around you. And we know it's so tempting. It's so vivid. If you can see it and hear it and technovision it, if you're looking at the manifestation of it and you're observing it with all of your physical senses, we know that there's a realness of that is intoxicating. But there is also a limitation in the realness of it, because it holds you right where you're observing. It holds you. What you're observing and what you're practicing in your observation is what you're offering vibrationally, and that's as far as you are ready for what's in your vortex. So it works like this. The vortex is full of everything you want and the delicious path to everything that you want. And your inner being is there. We're there, calling you, calling you, calling you, calling you, not bribing you, not concerned that you're not coming, but being the fullness of what you are so consistently that if you ever get in the vicinity of it, even in the approximate hopeful whiff of vicinity of it, that then that lock will open and in you'll come just for a moment. In other words, the vibration, holding the vibration of who you really are and what you really want, knowing that eventually you'll get into the vicinity of it. But if you are running around like most people and you don't know what the clues are that tell you you're in the vicinity, you don't know that a happy heart means here you go. You don't know that a feeling of optimism means in you go. You don't know that a feeling of eagerness or interest means in you go. You think manifestation, manifestation. Where's the manifestation? Where's the manifestation? Where's the manifestation? And since the manifestation doesn't come until after, then you hold yourself in this holding pattern where it becomes discouraging. And then you can only receive the statistics of what's not working. Nobody's winning the lottery. That's not true. Nobody's finding a mate. That's not true. They're finding what they want all over the place. They are finding happiness. They're finding clarity. They're finding stability. They are finding recovery from illnesses. They're building empires. They're building relationships. They're creating projects. In other words, law of attraction is consciously and deliberately being used by people all over the planet who are coming into vibrational alignment with who they are. But if you're not in the vicinity of that, that's not the detail, that's not the data that is being shown to you, because you don't get to see what you want to see. You only get to see what you believe. You only get to see where your vibration is. So the world as you express it around you isn't a world that's accurate in its reality. It's only your version through your vibrational eyes, through your stance of where it is, you see. So when we visit with someone who has a powerful desire, like we can feel pulsing within you, you have a wonderful project that is going. It was set into motion even before you discovered even more of it along your physical trail. In other words, your vortex is pregnant with everything necessary to surprise and delight and fulfill and satisfy you for decades to come. There's enough in your vortex to keep you busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes, you see. But you've got to accept the reality of your vibrational world. You've got to accept the nowness of it. We want to convince you that who you really are is joyously, creatively, satisfied and happy. And when you feel frustration, you're just off your own beam. You're just off your own wavelength. You're just off your own signal. You're tuned in to something else. You're tuned into the past. You're tuned into the stagnant. You're tuned into the manifestational present, but you're not tuned in to who you really are. And you must be, for your creative juices to flow, for your financial remuneration to flow, and for your joy of life to flow, you see. So, on an action basis, we would stop taking score of what is. But again, we're defying our own rules, on our own logic when we say, curb your tongue or curb your activity and do something different. What we want to say to you is, accept the reality of the vortex and do something about recognizing when you're in it. And when you recognize that you're in it, do something about staying there longer. So we've been listening to those like you, lots like you, who have powerful desires, who are not in the vibrational vicinity of it, and who are just running out of patience with the whole process of all of this. And so Jerry asked us if we could create a tool that would be more conducive to more people finding their way into the vortex, because seminar after seminar, we draw the circle on the floor and we tell you that you should be in there, to go in there, when you get in there, to stay in there. And people are wanting to know, all right, already, we get it about the vortex, but how do we get in? And when we explain, when you stop doing the things that hold you out, you'll go in, that's not all that satisfying, because first of all, people don't know for sure what it is they're doing that's keeping them out. And next of all, they're so used to doing it, they don't even know they're doing it. In other words, when you're used to being ornery, when ornery feels normal to you, you don't notice that you're being ornery. When you're pessimistic rather than optimistic, but you're used to being pessimistic, it feels normal to you. In other words, these locks in this vortex canal, they feel normal wherever you are, because wherever you are is what you're observing, it's what you're offering, it's what law of attraction is bringing back to you. So you can't compare your experience to anybody else's, because you have your own canal, you have your own path to your own raised vibration. Can't look at what anybody else is doing. You just have to make it only about me and me. How do I feel in relationship to how I have felt? Or how can I feel in relationship to how I now feel? It's an emotional journey, you see. A woman who had arthritis in her hips and was in great pain said, Abraham, how can I feel positive when I feel so bad? When my body hurts so much, how can I find a positive thought? And we said, we know. But you've got to find a way to separate the emotion from the physical discomfort. You can have pain and feel hope, or you can have pain and feel fear. You have the ability to have a reality that sucks and an emotion that varies from the reality. And that's what, in a nutshell, deliberate creating is. That's what utilizing law of attraction in an effective and efficient way is. It's separating reality from your vibration. It's no longer allowing your vibration to depend on what is, because that's backwards. That says, give me what I need to feel good, and once I've got what I need to feel good, then I'll feel good. And we say, it never works that way. People say, well, it worked for that baby. That baby was born into abundance. And we say, yes, that baby may have been born into abundance, but not necessarily into the relationship that he wants. In other words, everyone who was born into a state of being that was conducive to causing an expansion of desire. And it's an individual effort, it's an individual determination, it's an individual action, it's an individual understanding, it's an individual molding of energy, it's an individual understanding of the energy, it's an individual journey, it's an individual alignment, it's a gradual journey into feeling a little better and feeling a little better and feeling a little better and feeling a little better.
Is there any peak? Like, what happens if you're feeling really good and you're still not getting what you need? Are you still just keep trying to feel better and better and better until you get what you need?
But what we want you to understand is that feeling better is what you need. Feeling better is what you're reaching for, because everything you think you want is because you think you will feel better when you find it. You've got to figure out how to feel better before the manifestation. That really is the powerful message that we're offering.